Trigger is inflation. So we even saw the CPI, PPI numbers get a little hotter. PCE calm nerves just a little bit. But again, if we see inflation sticking around 3% and maybe even upticking to 3.5 to 4%, and we do start to see a recession emerge, the Fed is going to be handcuffed. Right? They can't come to the rescue of the markets because they know if they start printing with high inflation already, it's only going to go higher by them adding liquidity to the system. So again, that's your case for a big market correction when the market basically gets caught with their pants down and it says, oh my gosh, the Fed cannot rescue us. They can't come to the rescue like they did in 08, 09, or in COVID 2020 or these other periods. Even in 2018, I still remember vividly, the stock market dropped 20% in like 6 weeks, and the Fed was like, we're going to hike, we're going to hike. And as soon as it dropped 20%, the Fed was like, no, we're going to cut now. Right. And essentially, if we see inflation, the only reason they could do that is because inflation was 2% or under. With it north of 3, let's say, they can't do that because they will create hyperinflation. They will create a scenario of potentially stagflation, which is the worst.
So you're back to that call, which is something you've been pretty consistent about, that the Fed is going to lose this inflation fight.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Fed. I'm sorry. And every which way, I think that eventually we have a system that really is no Fed involved anymore. I think they're going to be the scapegoat when all of this comes crashing down in the next 5 to 10 years, and we'll probably emerge with some sort of crypto-backed sort of system that's stated run of currency. Like again, the currency cannot expand by more than X% per year, no matter what. Balanced budget. I mean, these are all things that are going to have to be done during this reset period. And again, this reset period is over the next 10 years. This is not like a short-term call, but we're on that path to getting to that point.
The great reset.
I do think there's a great reset to come. Absolutely.
With a central bank digital currency.
Yeah. And it's scary. It's honestly scary. And again, I don't want to see it, but when you look at what's going on in the underbelly of the economy, if you look at what's going on politically, if you look at all these situations, it's only getting worse. And I worry that AI is only going to accelerate